The Avengers issue 47 heads to the Siberian tundra, where the Avengers spy on a secret facility, noting that the Winter Guard must have opened up shop again and they have Wolf Spider Spetsnaz guarding the base. Captain America knows what those people did to Chechnya, telling his friends not to worry about being gentle. Cap tells Iron Man that the only weak spot on their armor is the small $half size slot where their ears are. Tony turns on his repulsor suppressors, switching to Iron Sniper mode as he takes down the guards. The white-clad Iron Man and Cap race towards the base, telling Air Cav to hold position while they find Jennifer. Cap takes one of the men down with his shield as he hopes that they won't be around long enough to start another war. Tony hacks into the door as they both switch camo modes to stealth, feeling how anxious Steve is. Steve says this is the same type of place that turned Bucky into Winter Soldier. She-Hulk has been there for weeks, so anxious doesn't begin to cover it. Tony knows that they are coming for Jennifer, who presently is being tortured by Red Widow, asks who she is. Jennifer continues reciting lore in her head to stay focused as she's asked again who she is. She says that she is Jennifer but can't remember her last name, but Red Widow says she's a Hulk, asking what Hulks do. She-Hulk smashes out of the room and restraints, rampaging through the building as the voice says that the Hulk smashes everything and anything in its way. Glad Jennifer wants to kill them as she finds a room filled with ballerinas. Asked if she knows which one the voice belongs to. The girls turn, their face covered with Black Widow spiders as they fire their guns and attack the She-Hulk, jumping all over her as the voice says that they are all Widows, Omega Reds, Winter Soldiers and Super Killers, just like She-Hulk is. She-Hulk, however, never escaped her bindings, still imprisoned by the Red Widow, who asks Vostok why She-Hulk isn't trying to murder her, since after a week inside the mind oven like this, she herself was strangling puppies and drinking their insides. Vostok says that the radiation levels in Jennifer's brain alone would render the countryside uninhabitable for 2,000 years if they were fully released, and she is showing remarkable self-control. He thinks that She-Hulk isn't as simple-minded as a savage as she would like them to believe. Red Widow knows that her hiding means she is weak, but Vostok says her mental defenses are melting, however, and her mind will be theirs very soon. Widow knows that Hulk wants to be a monster and she must not worry, since Mother Widow will show her the way to that. Captain America and Iron Man meanwhile continue following gamma readings as they are attacked by Crimson Dynamo and Vanguard, who contact the Kremlin, telling them that the Avengers have invaded Russia. Iron Man, however, says the long-range comms on Dynamo's suit are down, as are the base's antique security cameras, saying that 1985 called and it doesn't want Dimitri back. Cap smashes Dynamo in the face, telling the team that they have been made as Iron Man blasts Vanguard, saying that he doesn't know if he should be grateful Steve went right for the armored guy or offended. Steve says that Team 2 is up as Captain Marvel rockets down to the base, confronted by Darkstar, who asks if Carol was humiliated after their battle in Avengers Mountain. Carol says that it'll take more than a lucky shot to take her down, calling up Team 3 for an airstrike. Darkstar is smashed in the face by Mjolnir, which knocks her out. Carol smashes her way into the base as Vostok alerts Widow to the Avengers entering the building. Widow hopes that Hulk is ready to kill as Vostok says that the eggs are all laid in her mind, they just need more time to hatch. Widow knows that they might not have that time, taking a pair of guns from Vostok's back as she plans on dealing with the Avengers. She asks if Vostok uploaded the mission, and he did, implanting it deep in She-Hulk's mind as Red Widow heads off to kill some puppies. Carol continues smashing her way through the base when Red Widow attacks, blasting her with Vostok's guns. Carol knows that she has a death wish if she's attacking her with bullets, but Widow knows that she makes wishes for deaths every night, millions upon them before she sleeps. The bullets, however, weren't bullets, but nanobots, which bury into Carol's suit and restrain her as Widow contacts Vostok, hoping that they have made their Hulk. Vostok, however, finds temperatures rising as She-Hulk blasts him with her Gamma Blast, melting the android away. Captain Marvel frees herself from the restraints, pushing Widow into the roof as she tells Vostok to unleash the Hulk and kill Iron Man and Captain America. Cap meanwhile fights Crimson Dynamo, whose Geiger counter begins going off, signaling the arrival of the She-Hulk, but he believes that she isn't Steve's friend any longer. Dynamo, however, is grabbed by She-Hulk, slammed into the ground as Carol restrains Widow, the villain saying that the She-Hulk now belongs to the Winter Guard. Carol knocks the villain out as Crimson Dynamo is taken down by Hulk, knocked miles away from the base as Vanguard's shield is shattered from a single blow as he is strangled by the She-Hulk. Iron Man wonders if she knows who she is smashing or that she is one of them as She-Hulk stomps on the ground, bringing the entire building down around them. The Avengers get clear of the rubble, with Cap telling Thor to keep track of Hulk if he can. He calls the mountain to immediately evac the Winter Guard as Ghost Rider arrives, hoping that this is immediate enough for Cap. Iron Man meanwhile finds what's left of Vostok as well as Red Widow's left arm, which she had cut off to escape. The injured Red Widow meanwhile escapes through the forest nearby, telling her unseen master that it is done and she has done all that they could do, but the Winter Guard is lost and she'll need to make it to the drop point alone. She tells her master that she needs a new arm as well thanks to having to cut her own off to escape. She tells him that the asset has been successfully deployed and the target will die, reassuring her master that She-Hulk is now the Winter Hulk.